Hello everyone, so I'm back here again with another video. To be honest, I have actually been enjoying making these videos. I used to be so incredibly nervous making these videos because I always felt that I would say something wrong that would land in a unsafe way in someone and create a lot of drama, and I did not want that to happen in someone else's life. And so I always feared speaking my true self, showing my true self, and speaking the truth that is present in my body in the moment. But I'm enjoying this because I feel, to be honest, I feel less judgmental about how I present myself, and I think that's in turn sort of reflecting in how much less I'm worried about how others judge me when I make these videos. So thank you to 1 or 10 people who watch these videos. Thank you for your support, and I really am grateful and really appreciate it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about hypersensitive people and what really sensitivity feels like to these people, and the range of sensitivity available within this spectrum, and how not to compare one person's sensitivity with another person, or one person's ability to be open and receiving of their sensitivity to someone else who's still feeling very unsafe in their sensitivity and needing to, the word that comes to me is hide, but what I think is really, putting a blanket over it and holding it close out of fear more than anything. So I don't know if you're aware, but I'm someone who's highly sensitive. Sometimes I don't come across as being highly sensitive because I have also, in my many years, hidden the sensitivity out of fear of being judged, of not being accepted, and also I just kept undermining my sensitivity as something that was really a weakness, and something that was just sort of a hindrance or an obstacle in helping me get ahead. And as I've been able to start to honor the sensitivity, not only in my own process and what is happening inside of me, but also honoring the sensitivity I feel when I'm out in the world, interacting with people, interacting with the landscape, wherever I am, the energy of the place, etc. I've started to observe these beautiful interactions with other highly sensitive beings that seem to be attracting to each other, myself and them, for just very nourishing learnings and understandings about sensitivity. And I notice in my own work, when I work with people, when I work with women and my clients, most of them are also deeply and beautifully sensitive in their energy towards themselves and the environment. Recently, I had a conversation with somebody, and I mentioned how over the last few years I've been learning how to not so much be protective of my sensitivity, but be caring of my sensitivity. In a way that previously I would put myself out in situations that was actually not nurturing of my sensitivity, not caring, as in I knew it would impact me negatively, but I would still put myself in situations like that. But recently I've been learning how to moderate this sensitivity in me without shutting myself off from experiences, but also being fully aware that certain experiences may not be part of my way of being, and that it is okay, that is my journey, and that's my little world of being. But I recently had this conversation where this other person mentioned how it's important to be open and to allow things to flow in and out as they do, without being closed to that flow due to our sensitivity. And in the moment, I seem to agree with that, because I noticed over the years how many times and in how many situations I have closed myself off because I didn't want to feel the intensity of the feeling, because as a sensitive being, every feeling has extreme intensities. So if I were to feel joy, it's on a scale of out of 1 to 100, it's on 150. So if my happiness is 150, then my fears and my anxieties and even depression can go to that level very easily, because as you may already be aware, that the good and the bad come together. But we were talking about how to moderate these sensitivities, or how not to moderate them, but to be open and to flow with it. When I took some time to actually feel into it, I recognized that we're all, even within the pool of highly sensitive people, we are just so beautifully different in how we process our sensitivity, how we nurture our sensitivity, how we move through life in our sensitivity, and how we, express our sensitivity. We are very unique within this pool of highly sensitive people. And it occurred to me that although the ultimate goal is to not control or hold back from the life experiences that present itself in our field, in our life, in our everyday movement, it is paramount and important to be caring of our own individual level of sensitivity that we carry in this body, and how that cannot no way compare itself to the sensitivity that's present in another person's body. We are such intrinsically, complicatedly delicious a ball of love and light and terror and death all put together. And in that, our sensitivity weaves its magic through all of these layers. And if we are to believe that as sensitive people, there's only one way of expressing our sensitivity, and there's only one way of opening or closing our sensitivity, it limits us in our capacity to unlock the potential of intuition, of wisdom, of connection, of empathy, and of nourishment and nurture with ourselves and with the people that we so deeply connect and give back. So it's so important to just honor where each one of us is at. And if just because there's someone else who is highly sensitive and extremely open and can be in a lot of situations because they have been able to be in that space of openness, then thank them for sharing that experience. Show gratitude that there is a sensitive being in this world who can operate that way. But you do not have to match that and make it your goal to get there. Your goal is to get to where your sensitivity feels the most safest and the most comfortable and the most secure for you, for your heart, for your body, for your life, for your journey, not in comparison with someone else. And this is how sensitivity also requires us to be sensitive to itself at the end of the day. Um, so, to all the sensitive, beautifully sensitive people who are watching this video, please be kind and gentle to your sensitivity. Even if you are very closed up and hiding behind that beautiful blanket to safeguard your sensitivity, I honor you and I cherish you in your process. And I know that one day, if it is part of your journey, that you will come out of that blanket. And if it's not, I'm here to witness you under the blanket just the way you are. So, thank you so much for watching this video and for listening to me. I will be back again next week. And if you want to chat with me about your own sensitivity or your process or your challenges or your difficulties, please feel free to reach out to me. I definitely am sure I will put my contact details below. And I wish you a beautifully nurturing journey through your sensitivity. Lots of love. Bye bye.